Thanks, buddy. Always a pleasure, buddy. I told you it was gonna happen. I told you it was gonna happen.
October 27th, headed down to southern Iowa. Left about 4 o'clock this morning. Got my good friend Jake Akey running the camera for me this week. Temps are starting to drop. Should be dropping this whole afternoon, and then it's cold this weekend, so it should get something going. So hopefully we're in for a good week. First trip down to Iowa, so should be a good one.
Just got done hanging this stand. It's about 2:30 right now. I think we did pretty good for being quiet, considering what we had to do. I think the deer bedded within a few hundred yards, so hopefully they're on their feet tonight. October 28th, down here, south central Iowa. Saw a couple 2-year-olds this morning, pretty far away. We're sitting, we set up this stand tonight, sitting on the same field. We saw a couple nice ones last night, sitting over the decoy. Temps are low. We're on the front end of this cold front, so hoping to see something big on its feet tonight. Hoping the decoy brings it in close. See what happens. I'd like to add that on a scale of 1 to 10, Joe's at about a 6 for crabbiness. Just thought I'd put that on there. It's not that bad. I thought it was like 8. Spike came out underneath us. Watched a really big 10. Right above the scrape. Almost 10 minutes probably. 120, 130 yards into the woods to the northeast. I couldn't get him to Eurocrot. He ended up heading to the east towards a big bedding area. I don't think we have any pictures of him, but he was really nice. Makes a big loop in there and comes back home. We'll see. You see him? Get turned over that way. Get turned over that way.
location, but it was right where it needed to
I
be.
thought it hit the opposite side shoulder and popped.
It might have.
I think he fell. I'm not sure. We'll give him some time.
You want to look at the footage?
Not yet. It looked like he tumbled. He was at 30 yards. I had to lean out a little bit because he was on that branch, but tell you what, we had a good sit. We had probably the biggest buck I've ever, for sure the biggest buck I've ever had. Real close. 170 incher at 43 yards. He didn't like the decoy. I was too smart to it. That's one I wish I could get back, but boy, that 10 looked like he was going to commit a couple times. And then he wouldn't, and then he did, and then he wouldn't, and then finally he did. And I felt pretty calm, felt pretty good on the shot. It was just a little off balance, so we'll give him a little bit of time, and hopefully it's a dead deer. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, it was a pleasure, buddy.
That was cool. So, I mean, left and right. I mean, it wasn't in the shoulder, right?
No, it looked like it was in the pocket.
It looked like up and down. It looked
Good.
real good, too.
Yeah, it didn't look. I mean, I was pretty focused on the deer. It did not look like shoulder. It did not. It looked like just behind the shoulder.
Like shoulder
No,
either.
no, it wasn't a loud pop.
Really, it was more of a hollow thud.
Yeah.
It was too far back. It slid right through. That's why I think
I think it hit him hard. I think it hit him hard.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I'd never get to be able to do this shit if it wasn't for you.
There he comes. And there you put your release on.
Yeah, we ranged him at 30. I don't know, it looks, besides it not going through, it looks perfect.
Well, it's been about 2 hours since I shot. Look back at the footage. He looks crushed. Looks like a double lung. So I always err on the side of caution. It looked like he crashed, but as you can see, the light of knock is right behind me. So hopefully it's a short blood trail. Looks like probably half the arrow. Pretty sure it was opposite side shoulder. Not going to be any exit wound, but we'll see if we can find him. You got him, bud. Good boy, Joey. 80 yards or so?
Yeah, he didn't go far at all, dude.
Nice buck.
Perfect shot.
Narrow. Good beams. Good beams. Decent time length. Look at that. He was dead right away.
He was
He's already
toast,
getting
yeah.
stiff. I mean,
He was toast.
I'm happy with the shot placement.
Yeah, that's you can't do any better. You know?
Yeah, huge, definitely a huge thank you to the landowner. He knows who he is. He's turned into a really good friend, you know. Just some of the nicest people you can meet down here in Iowa. We had that encounter with that giant tonight, and he was just too wise to the decoy, and then this thing put on a great show for us. First Iowa buck ever. Beautiful deer. Thanks, Jake.
Any day, buddy. It's always a pleasure.
October 28th. Head her home. Here we are the next morning. Shot him on the 28th last night. He only went about 80, 90 yards. This ended up being the buck I saw opening weekend. And I thought, well, I'm going to come back down and I'm probably going to shoot him. It was kind of a textbook hunt down here in south central Iowa. He came right in on a decoy. Ended up making a good shot on him, and was lucky enough to recover him real quick. And it's been a great hunt. Only a couple days, but my first Iowa buck, and couldn't be more happy. Thank you to the landowner. Without friends like you, wouldn't be able to do something like this. So